You did a really good job. Let's do it louder.
Even
Ready?
louder. Louder.
Very good, everyone.
Thank you, Brother Malachichi, for letting us have a lemonade tea party with you. We love it. Thank you.
Hi, Cassie here. I'm Alex and Joanne's granddaughter. I live with them. You'll have to excuse me, I'm on my way to work. This is my steering wheel. I just wanted to say something nice about Alex. I thought about something funny, like a story, because he does give us plenty of great material to work with. But since he is a grump half the time, or comes off that way, I thought I'd go with something nice. He's a stellar of a man. He's a mountain of a man, if you ask me. I just love him to pieces. He's got tons and tons and tons of experience in every facet of life, and I've learned so much living there with the two of them. And most importantly, I think I have loved living there because it's brought so much peaceful stability to my life. You know, I come from kind of a dysfunctional family life growing up, but moving in with them has just been beautiful. I don't even know how to explain it, but you know, he's the first that I can remember spiritual head that I've been able to live with and count on, and I love him for that. I have so much respect for him. He's a good brother. He's stable, strong in the truth. He can't do as much as he used to. Neither of them can, but they don't let that really stop them. They don't let age get in their way. They do their best. Alex does his best. I see him try, and I see him beat himself up when he can't do something he wants to do, and I feel bad, but you know, I know that Jehovah is smiling down on him for all the hard work he puts in and all the love that he shows everybody, especially me and everybody else in my family. So I think that's my 2 cents about Alex. I love him to pieces. Grandma too. So you all enjoy your dinner.
Thank you for pine cones with us. We love it. We very, very thankful.
Well, good evening, folks. I guess I'm supposed to say a couple words about Bob Scheid. That's Robert Earl Peter Scheid, for everybody that doesn't know his name. I've known Bob for quite a long time. It's very encouraging when you see someone progress spiritually. When you see somebody who's changed considerably over the last few years that I've known him. It's nice too that he has such a good support system. His wife Tammy. Most brothers would be a little lost without their wives. Bob, appreciate all the things that you've done for me personally. I know the congregation appreciates you also.
Thank you, Brother Stephen, for teaching us Spanish. We love it. So maybe you could teach us some more.
Hello, Brother Stevens. I just wanted to say thank you for being an encouragement to not only me, but to my family. I look forward for our studies, and I want to thank you for the patience and the knowledge you have on all the questions I have. Your strength and encouragement is uplifting, and I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done for my family and I.
June, do you know why we're recording a video?
Why?
Why are we doing this? To say thank you to who?
Elders.
To all of our hard-working elders, yes. Is there an elder that you enjoy working with?
Edgar Stevens.
Brother Stevens, out in service? Can you tell us about a time you were in service with him? Okay, let's hear the story about you in service with Brother Stevens.
I was in service with Brother Stevens, and then I went to a door with Edgar Stevens, and he liked talking to them, and then we walked down. Then we walked on the sidewalk, and then I worked with Edgar Stevens until lunchtime.
Very nice. Any other elders that you enjoy working with or spending time with?
Jeremy.
Jeremy, can you tell me something about a time that you spent with Jeremy?
At his house. He likes to go to his house and have fun. And he lets other people come to his house. Thank you, elders, for your hard work.
Thank you, Brother Wilhite, for always coming to our house for service. We appreciate it.
He's a good man. He's a good man. I've always had, the thing I like about Brother Will Height is the fact that he's a very witty person. And he always makes you laugh. And I love to laugh. So I can always know that when you're in Brother Will Height's company, you're going to get a good laugh, you know. But Brother Will Height is an individual that is a caring, very caring person. And you know, that's really what drew me to him, because he had always was willing to do things for individuals, not only for myself. But I think the biggest experience I got is just being around that guy and having him making me happier. But I tell you, you know, you speak about experiences. You know my physical problems that I had. Well, Jerry and another brother in the congregation, another elder in the congregation, always was knowing my situation, knowing what type of situation I'm in. And he would always be conscious of that, just like this other brother, you know. And what I mean by being conscious of it, they know that I couldn't exert as much energy out in the field service. So they would always be conscious of how I felt and things of that nature. And what helping me came comments, jokes, and things like that. And that's what keeps me going even to this day. And that is an experience I'll never, ever forget. And the other thing, he made some wise choices in his life. One of the wisest choices that he made was his wife. She keeps that knucklehead together, and that's an encouraging thing. But there's many occasions where we'd go out, you know, around places, and Jerry was always very lively with his little jokes and things of that nature. And I love the brother for that, you know. You know, oftentimes you think about individuals that you know, maybe have to give your life for. Brother Will Height has sold me. I don't mind giving my life for a brother like that, because he's a caring brother, but he's consistent at it. It's not once in a while he's caring, or once in a while he has something good to say. It's all the time he cares about an individual. And I've been blessed. I've been blessed to have and to know a brother like him for a long time. And just to share these things with him has been a pleasure. And I often think about it in the new order, and when we're all together, how Jerry gonna have you crack it up in the new order. So I look forward to that.
Oh, please. People are going to think I like you. Yes? Are we supposed to be talking?
Uh-huh. So let's start out with Brother Will Height.
Okay. So mom and dad will hide? Oh, wait.
Well,
it's dad will hide.
they'll both be there, right?
Yes.
They'll both be there?
So mom and
Okay.
dad will hide.
All right. Who's talking? You or me?
Either one.
Neither
So
one.
let's see. Say hi, mom and dad will hide.
You're talking
wow.
to her.
I know. We've known each other. We've known him for a long time.
25 years at least?
Yeah. We still call you mom and dad will hide. It's when I wasn't really close with my parents. It happened because of decisions we made to put spiritual things first. It kind of strained the relationship, but you guys were always there as parents for us.
Yeah.
Talking about motorcycles and Mercedes. Every time
Working on cars.
Yeah, every time I pass an old Mercedes, I think about you. I look, hey, I wonder if you've seen that one yet. But, hey, it's been a long time, it's been a lot of years. You're still hanging in there. We're proud of you.
So yeah, there were parents that we didn't have. Jehovah says that he'll give you brothers and sisters and mothers and fathers, and your parents can even be in the truth and you still need a spiritual father and mother. and Mom and Dad Wilhite were one of the older couples that adopted us and became our mom and dad. Love you.
Thank you, JJ, for telling amazing stories. Thank you very much.
All right.
Hello, my name is Papa Tony, and I knew Jeremy since he was a young teenager. He fooled around with my son quite a bit, got some troubles. But now that he got older, he got a lot more mature, and he still plays jokes on me. He knew I had to take a stool sample once, and so he brought this over, a stool sample, and here's a stool. So he's a prankster.
Thank you, Brother Lloyd, for being new in our hall. We can't wait to know you. Thank you, Kyle, for letting us swim at your house and teaching us how to dance. Cool dance.
I guess I didn't get to talk about Brother Juan, also Kyle. I've also known you for quite a long time. Worked together secularly for a few years. Watched the growth of your family, your sons. You've done really well with them. They've matured, stayed close to Jehovah, which is always encouraging to the congregation. Knowing you are a few years younger than me, but again, the progress we make spiritually is very encouraging to others. You have a well-rounded spiritual attitude, which is very nice for everybody that communicates with you. Not a lot of highs, not a lot of lows. Again, beautiful family. It supports you. You've obviously set a good example. Thank you again for being the brother you are and a friend.
Kyle, you're awesome. We loved your family from the time you moved to Manteca. Who could forget you teaching all the Manteca kids how to do the Roger Rabbit at the dance parties? But seriously, you matured into such a great, responsible elder. Gary loves serving side by side with you as an elder and also in the building projects. But always remember, behind every successful elder is a very supportive wife and family, and you have that too. Love all you guys. Bye.
I wanted to just say thank you to all of our brothers. I think that we have the best body of elders here at Northgate. You brothers not only are encouraging, upbuilding, but you really make the congregation feel like a home. Proverbs 17:17, I feel like it is a safe haven from all the world, all the nonsense out there. You brothers are approachable. You brothers are easy to get along with. No, you don't feel intimidated, or you don't come off as anything more than just sincere, caring, and loving brothers. And I really appreciate all the hard work. I think, I'm going to throw it out there, but I think we've got the best watchtower conductor, so, I mean, sorry.
Thank you, Brother Criana, for letting us play with the kittens. We love it. Thank you.
Hey brothers, hey, I want to take this opportunity to tell you all thank you and how much you mean to me. Actually, you mean tremendous amount to me and my family. You guys are doing a great job with the Northgate congregation. There's so much love, and it's just one of the best congregations I've ever been in my whole life. I'd like to tell Manuel, hey, I'm thankful for you and your wife. You took the opportunity to come study with me and Kimmy, and I've studied over the years. I was becoming a lifetime studier, never taken action. With you talking to me like I was your brother, you just got down to earth with me and just put it blatantly out there, gave me things to think about, and helped me make the change that was needed to actually devote my life to Jehovah. as well as Kimmy, and you're a great inspiration to the kids as well. Brother Stevens, I want to thank you so much for taking the time. You're a great person to talk to. Pleasure to meet you. You always take time. You take time to help me work on my study points for giving talks, and I'm thankful for that as well. I know that takes time out of your day, but you're just in it to help me, and I thank you so much. Milichichi, I'm thankful for you opening your house every week for our service group and allowing us to meet there to go out and service. Pleasure to meet you. I've known you for several years as we were making changes and becoming baptized, and I'm thankful for getting to know you as well. Brother Wilhite, you were the first person actually I got to work out in service with once I became an unbaptized publisher. I hadn't been out in service in so many years, and the first day I got to go out was with you and your wife, and you worked with me and my wife, and you helped me make it through it. And I think about that every time almost I go out in service, and especially when I drive through that territory. I want to thank you for always encouraging me and giving me positive feedback, and you're just great, brother. I'm very thankful for you. And as we came to Northgate, I got to meet Jeremy, and we're in his group, and I thank you, Jeremy. I really thank you for everything you do for me, my wife, and kids. You're always reaching out, trying to help us, offering help for even any project around the house or whatever I got going on. You're just wanting to hang out and get to know me as a better brother, and I'm thankful for all that you do, for always encouraging my kids, giving us things to think about, and you know, it's always encouraging. You're always uplifting and trying to build us up spiritually as well. Rick, Kyle, Bob, you guys are great too. Great encouragement on your parts, and you keep me uplifted on my parts as well. You're always full of encouragement, and you always got the joy. It's such a loving congregation that we have here in Northgate, and so thankful for the way you brothers have pulled together and just made it a home for every one of us, becoming more family than actual family. So I want to thank you for all that. Brother Lloyd, got to meet you and work out in service with you. Had a great time, and I look forward to hanging out with you some more, getting to know you as well. I want to thank all you brothers. You deserve a big hug and much love, and keep on doing the great work, and just love you guys. Bye.
Hello, my name is Johnny Hernandez. I'm a longtime friend of Manuel Criado. He is my spiritual son, and when we first met Manuel, this was over 20 years ago. We worked together, and of course during that time period I got to know him, and at that time we began studying together, and of course, he reached the point of baptism, which I'm very proud of. Now, there's many things that Manuel had to overcome as he was progressing toward baptism, and really he did a fine job in overcoming various vices that he had, and as a family we're very proud of him. And of course, after his baptism, he got married to Ruth, and of course had wonderful children, and 3 altogether, and we've had a privilege to be a part of their lives during that whole time period for special events. I'm always proud of the fact whenever Manuel does advance to something, he gives me a call immediately, whether it was when he became a servant, when he started pioneering, when he became an elder. And whenever he has parts at the conventions, interviews or whatever, he'll give me a call, and me and the family, my wife Gina and I would definitely drop everything we can to go support them because we love them very much. So I just want to say, Manuel, proud of you guys, you and Ruth, and thank you for allowing me to be a part of this special occasion you guys are doing for the elders. You got a good brother there, and I always appreciate the fact that Manuel always does call me, or comes by when he has some kind of advice, and I'm proud of the fact he views me in that way. So thank you so much. I wish you guys the best, and we'll see you guys soon. Thanks.
Manuel Criado.
Manuel Criado. Oh, man.
Really?
I don't know where to start.
Where to start? Huh?
Oh, okay. Hey, Manuel. It's like maybe like the younger brother I've never had.
Because you were the baby.
Yeah, the little brother.
The little brother.
Anyways.
By about an inch.
Yeah. But it's good to see all the work you're doing for the congregation. It's nice. It's nice to see that. It's nice to have a brother who's serving Jehovah, and you are like a brother to me. So I'll give you some brotherly advice. Older brother. Okay. As an elder, people ask you different questions and they want to know where did you get that from or something like that. You can always use Paul's example in Hebrews chapter 2, verse 6. Just the first half of that verse. Look it up, you'll know what I mean. But anyways, that's my advice to you. If you need more, you got my number, give me a holler.
Okay, well, we're not done with Manuel. I need to talk about Manuel. Manuel truly is like a brother to Nick. About 15 years ago, Nick was in a very serious accident at work. Shell knows about this. She's the one that drove me down to the hospital in San Jose. In that accident, Nick suffered a serious brain injury and he lost a lot of things. He lost sign language. He couldn't sign anymore, yet he had a daughter who depended on sign language for one of her modes of communication. He lost chunks of memory, big chunks. And he was real good at faking it. People would come up to him and they'd give him a hug. Hey, Nikki, haven't seen you in a long time. And if they said Nikki, he knew they were from before he moved to Manteca. If they said Nick, he knew they were from Manteca. But about a couple years after the accident, we hadn't seen Manuel and Ruth for a while. And when Manuel came to the congregation we were at, and he comes up to Nick and gives him this big old hug. And you could see in Nick's eyes that he knew this person, and he knew that this was somebody really important to him. Shoot, I'm gonna cry. And he's real good at faking it, but he didn't have to fake that hug. That hug was real. And when Manuel and Ruth left, Nick looks at me and he says, "That's my little brother, isn't it? I love that man, don't I?" And I said, "Yeah, you do. And yeah, he's your little brother." And he says, "My heart didn't forget him." I said, "Nope, your heart would never forget Manuel. That's your little brother." He's like, okay. And you could see him making these connections and his brain trying to find, where is Manuel? He's in there. He's there somewhere. And over time, those connections came back, and there's still things that Nick doesn't remember, but he never, ever forgot that Manuel was his little brother. The real little brother that Jehovah tells us we'll have. Manuel is his little brother. We love you.
Thank you, Brother Rick, for letting us play and take us out of service and show us how to use the videos at the doors.
Hi, Rick. This is Alan. It's been a long time. I sure have some wonderful memories. Not a lot of things I can't remember, but I sure remember the time when we first met you, whenever you had a big hairdo. And it was, I was really wondering how things were going to work out between us. But boy, as you and Mark moved into our apartment complex there in Livermore or whatever, we had some really good times. And seeing you progress in the truth, become an elder, marrying a wonderful wife, Dee Dee, and of course, now still serving as an elder. What a blessing for Jehovah. And we know that we look forward to serving him forever and serving as elders together.
Hello, Northgate elders. I just spent a little bit of time to express my appreciation for all you do. Like Tasha said, a lot of what you do is unseen, and I see a little bit of it, but I know that there's a lot more, and I appreciate all the time that you spend helping our brothers and sisters, doing all the shepherding calls and writing talks, making sure everything runs smoothly at the congregation. I'm so very happy to be working side by side with you brothers and helping you in any way that I can. And I really want to express my appreciation for how you protect our congregation. It reminds me of the picture in the new Bible story book about David, where you see the huge bear charging the flock, and David is courageously standing up, willing to protect his flock from that bear with his life. And I see that with you as an elder body. You work really hard to protect us, keep us safe from bad influences, and keep us spiritually strong. I'm so happy that we have such a great congregation, and I enjoy our meetings and enjoy working with you, like I said. And also, like David, you are tender and caring when we need it. When there's ones among us who are sick, either physically sick or spiritually sick, you take the time, even though you're very busy, to do all you can to nurture us, to support us, and to build us up. We thank you so much for that hard work. It doesn't go unnoticed, and we appreciate all of your efforts. And I want to thank you really from the bottom of my heart. I love you all very much, and may Jehovah bless us as a congregation. Thank you.
I just wanted to thank the elders in Northgate for being so encouraging to me, for pushing me to reach my goals, and for always being there when I needed somebody to talk to, for giving me advice. I really genuinely appreciate your sacrifice and everything you do for the congregation. It's not an easy job, but you all do it with love, and I know Jehovah will continue to bless your efforts and everything that you do.
We just wanted to say thank you to our Northgate brothers. You know, one thing I've really appreciated about all the elder body for Northgate is we have such a diverse body. We've got brothers from different family backgrounds, social backgrounds, age groups, serving in different facets. Some have been to Bethel, some have been pioneers, some are pioneers. I just find it encouraging. It makes it so much easier to approach the brothers and feel comfortable to talk to each and every one of you, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Well, I'm finally on TV. You know, I started thinking about what should I say about our Northgate elders, and in reality I came up with a list of things you brothers need to work on. So I figured I'd go over this just on a one-by-one basis. No.
Are you trying to get struck with lightning? You are going to get struck with lightning.
I'm totally kidding. I appreciate all of our elders. Each and every one of you work very, very, very hard for the congregation, and I feel it a privilege to be able to help you guys to take care of the things in the hall so you can really focus on the congregation's spirituality, and you brothers do that amazingly. I did actually do a little bit of research on ways that I could say this video and be encouraging. One thing I did come up with was in Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 27. Solomon penned this, and since Solomon penned this, it can be said that it's under divine inspiration, so as if Jehovah is talking to us. And what he says in Proverbs 3 verse 27 is, it should say being prepared because I don't even have it pulled up. But it reads there, do not withhold good from those to whom you should give it. And you brothers are a fine example of that. You guys are always positive, encouraging, upbuilding. With me, especially if I get nervous having a part, you guys are always giving me a lot of commendation, and I really appreciate that. You guys are fine examples of this scripture, and it shows that love that you have for Jehovah and for us as a congregation. So thank you very much, and yeah, you guys are awesome.
Elliot, who gave us our hard-working elders?
Jehovah did.
Jehovah did. Are we so happy for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. What should we tell Jehovah?
Obviously, tell him thank you. Thank you, Jehovah.
Thank you, Jehovah.
What's your favorite thing that an elder does?
He dances.
Yeah?
Sometimes our elders dance.
I dance like this. Figure out that.
Thank you, elders, for taking care of the congregation and helping me want to go out in service.
Thank you, elders, for inviting us to places and bringing us back souvenirs from places that we've been. Thank you, Manuel, because you inspired my favorite scripture, Psalms 150, verse 6. Let every breathing thing praise God. Praise God.
Hello, my Manteca Northgate elders. I just would like to say thank you very much for all the hard work that you do. As I was thinking about what I was going to say, it really made me think that being an elder, I imagined, is a lot like being a mother, where you do a lot of work that nobody realizes you do without any thanks. So I know appreciation for me goes a long way, and so I would like to give my appreciation to you brothers as well. So many of you done so many wonderful things for our family that we will always be so appreciative for. Our family has really blossomed spiritually since being in the Northgate congregation, and even individually myself I have, and so for that I'm grateful. And it's been a privilege to be able to pioneer with some of you brothers, and to be able to go to pioneer school with you, and to be able to learn from all your wonderful years of experience. So please keep doing the good work you're doing for our congregation, and to be an encouragement to us and an encouragement to each other. So thank you.
I wanted to say thank you to our elders. They mean so much to me. They're always there to help us, answer our questions when we need them, and guide us. I can't ask for better elders in our congregation.
Hi, my brothers. I want to thank the elders in the Northgate congregation for their support to the congregation, the support to my family, and especially for helping us to enjoy our service to Jehovah. When I think of the elders, especially you brothers in the Northgate congregation, I think of effective leaders who daily exercise reasonableness and self-sacrificing to our congregation, and that describes each and every one of you. So on behalf of the Eubanks, and especially on behalf of me, I want to say thank you, my brothers, and I hope this is a way that we can show our appreciation just a little bit.
What I